Hey folks, Dagan here, and today I have the pleasure of chatting to Lee, Jaxon and Steve from the incredible band LOWLIVES about the gear they use and why they use it during their 2025 UK headline tour. LOWLIVES are a force to be reckoned with, and the gear they use is insane. From Lee's stunning vintage Gibsons and Jax's custom one-off Music Man guitars, all the way to Steve's absolutely battered Fender basses. Oh, and there's even an amp used by Spinal Tap in the rig too, which goes higher than 11. These guys are legends, you've just got to check them out. Right, that's enough of that, let's get into it. Lee, cheers for joining us, mate, how's it going?
Thank you for having me, man, it's nice to see you.
It's an absolute pleasure, I've been such a fan for years, and I'm going to get guitar nerdy in a second.
Okay, cool.
But for now though, new album, the digital deluxe version just came out, freaking out. How's it been received and stuff? Because it's one hell of an album.
Thank you, man, yeah, it's been really good. New deluxe has like 6 new songs on it. Lots of B-sides, live stuff, but yeah, it's been great. It's been nice. It's nice to have a real label behind us, and
yeah, hell yeah, Spine Farm, Universal in it, yeah.
They're great. So they've been helping, and everyone's lovely.
Get it?
Yeah, it's great.
What's it like touring the UK again? Because I saw you 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Is this your first time back in the UK since then?
No, we've been to the UK quite a few times since. That show you came to was our last ever headline show 7 years ago.
Oh, really?
We came over with, that was the Used tour, right? We were coming over with the Used, and they cancelled as we got to Europe. So we had one song out, and we were like, shit, we need to like get some shows. We went back to London for the weekend, let's plan it, and we did 13 shows in 14 days. Most of them headlining, and we had one song out, so it was a rough one. That show was particularly rough, I seem to remember.
It was good though, because like I got the T-shirt with the Queen on and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And I remember having that on in some videos, and it was like underground. Like you like LOWLIVES, you know, fucking
nice.
LOWLIVES, that's awesome. So it's great to see you guys doing awesome and back headlining.
That was really good. So that was the last headline show we ever did. Was here. So we're back 7 years later to do a headline show.
Oh yeah, so it's been one hell of a show, man. But let's get into the nitty-gritty now.
Sweet.
Guitars, you've got an intimidatingly amazing guitar collection.
Yeah.
So it's got to be tough to find out what you're going to bring from the States over here. So what have you got for us today?
Yeah, what have I got? So this tour, I basically can't afford to eat or do anything, but I have some cool guitars.
Nice.
On these ones, this tour, I just have a 70, what have I got? 70, I think this is a 76 or 77 SG Custom, white one, super beaten. It's got cracks in it.
You know I'm a custom guy as well, so I'm so pleased you brought the custom.
That's kind of why I brought it, if I'm honest.
Don't be daft, mate.
And I was like, oh, bring an SG with me, because he's an SG guy. Not your technically the best SG ever made, the 70s ones. They're kind of a train wreck, but this one somehow sounds good. I got my friend to put in a JB under the original cover, which was a ball ache, because it's a tar back.
Oh, cool.
So the tar backs, like, they don't come out. You just have to destroy the pickup to get the cover, but it's like, fuck it, tarbacks sound awful. So yeah, that's cool. These two are stock. That is actually unplugged now, because it was kind of pissing me off.
I do the same thing, so that's just wired up like a regular...
Like a Les Paul.
Yeah. But it looks cool with the 3 pickups.
Exactly, I never use the sound, like, I've started realising that if I do middle position and then kind of blend that in slightly, it's way cooler than just having the middle pickup sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's unplugged now. I've just refretted it finally.
Nice one, Louis. Get some close-ups. Get yourself closer in.
It's lots of checking on it, like really loads of checking on it. But yeah, it's a cool guitar, man. It's actually kind of straight besides that pickup. Everything else is kind of there. Some gouges.
So you've got a few SGs, like 61s and old school ones. Have you got an affinity towards the 70s Nolan era ones, or is it just kind of you wanted to bring this out into it because you can hit this one harder than you can, like an early 60s?
Well, there's definitely that, because I can't afford to tour with the 60s ones I have, because if they break, I'm fucking financially ruined. Also, dude, it's Dave Grohl. The first time seeing Foo Fighters when I was a kid, in like 97, he had one of these. He had the white one. And I remember as a kid, when I first got a white SG, it was a mid-70s one with a weird spacing, the weird neck joint. And it was just always the one that I wanted. And every time I see Foo Fighters live, old footage now, I'm like, that's still the sickest guitar. So, yes, I've always kind of had a white 70s custom, and this one's stuck around for a long time now. I'm worried the next thing that's going to happen, though, is I've cracked all across here. So,
these have massive back, like control cavities as well. Like turning around, it's huge on the back.
And you can see the crack each side now. So I think that might fall off at some point. We'll see. I saw that Jake guy from what's that band? The dude that tours with the 61 Standards. That's really cool. Jake. What is the name of the band? Yeah, Scratter Van Fleet. That's the guy. That dude is cool as fuck.
Yeah, he's got like the red Standard, hasn't he? But that's the original 61.
But his is like gaffered back together as well. He has the same thing. So yeah, I've got that one. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a beater.
Yeah. Little thing again, nerdiness, harmonica bridge. Loads of folk like mod it to have the tunematic and stuff.
People hate it.
People don't like it. You can intonate it way better than you
amazing.
can.
Yeah, like it's cutting my hand currently at the moment.
That's probably one of the reasons why people change.
Yeah, it's kind of really starting to cut bad. But dude, I think it looks sick.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference with tonality or anything. I mean, in essence, it's just a tunematic bridge, really. Of
course,
it's the same thing. So
besides the pickup and the refret, it's stock.
that's it. Yeah,
Nice.
pretty straight on this one. Oh, strap locks as usual.
Strap locks, of course, because your stage show is pretty intense, and you're not the lightest on your guitars, Lee.
I used to try and use those Grolsch bottle tops, but that doesn't work ever. And then the next one is
This is a beast.
Is that 86 custom? Had this one for a long time too. I would like to say that I put all the wear on it, but it was actually the previous owner. Yeah. He brought it brand new, so he's put loads of stuff in it. This is quite changed, like bridge has changed, pickups changed. It's just I think it's like a wolf tone set in there at the moment,
really?
but I might put just a JB set in it when I get home. I kind of prefer JBs. Doesn't have the pulley out tuners, which I'm kind
the
of gutted
little
about.
levers on the tops of the tuners.
But it's cool, refretted again. Luckily it came to me refretted, which saved me doing it.
This is the perfect amount of like greenness on a
Oh,
Silverburst as well.
perfect.
Because some of the 71s, as much as the 79s, are lovely and stuff. They go snot green.
Kind of a weird colour.
Somewhat, that's
Yeah.
perfect, mate.
Yeah, this one's good. It's got loads of like a lot of wear on it. It's
Yeah.
checked like it kind of looks like one of the Murphy Labs. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like I feel like I could give that to them and they'll be like, okay, we'll copy that.
Yeah, that looks like a good guitar to copy as well. It's like the perfect amount of wear and stuff. And
Yeah, this was kind of to there before. I've kind of that started to wear from my wrist now. I think actually, I know I put a fucking Emerson pot in it as well. All the Emerson wiring kits. Because it came with terrible pots. So
it's in 300k.
300k pots, not the best design. So yeah, they're all 500k pots now. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, and it rings
You can't beat a
acoustically
custom.
loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
I'm an SG guy as well,
Yeah.
but nothing quite sounds like a custom, like a Les Paul
Yeah.
custom. It's the weight and everything. It just roars.
Especially recording wise as well.
Yeah.
Like we went to do our record originally, we didn't bring a custom with us, and then we had to go back and layer a custom back in because it was just like there's something about in a mix, they're unbeatable.
Yeah.
They're the best sounding guitars in the world.
It's weird for you to not bring a custom because, like we were saying earlier, your RDs, your
RDs,
SGs, your Les Pauls, you seem to have an affinity with the custom.
I need.
Is it the blocks?
I need the blocks. I actually prefer the ebony. I just think everything about the custom looks sicker.
I'm exactly the same.
Yeah. Like when I was a kid, that's what I wanted. So I went adrift and started using other stuff, Travis Beans and stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, I just want to use a custom, man. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be diamond inlay, you know, all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
But they
Exactly.
still
And
look
there's
cool,
always
don't they?
like an affinity of a good custom player. Like as a guitar player, you see SGs, you see Les Pauls. If someone's on stage with a custom, it's like, oh, that's
nice.
He's showing off, isn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I always loved Silverburst ones also because I feel like it's I've had a few people mention it. Even I met Adam Jones once. He said it. He said it's like our generation's burst.
Of course.
Because like all the 70s dudes, they had bursts. Do you know what I mean? But like for our generation, I feel like all the cool bands back in the 90s all had Silverbursts.
Yeah.
So it was like Cornell and Adam and so yeah.
And that's the thing, they were so much easier to get until the recent Adam Jones resurgence. Like they were a lot cheaper like 5 years ago than they are now, yeah.
Actually, last time I saw him, I thanked him because I've had a few of these, I had a really cool one. And then when the market went sky high, I wasn't really using it much.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I have to sell this. But yeah, nothing really much. Like I broke the headstock. That's previous headstock, and then I broke it again. Really bad job on fixing it.
Well, you were saying last night you had a little issue with your SG as well, but
Yeah.
came out okay.
That's kind of why I don't want to bring super expensive guitars on the road because I know that I break out. I was going to bring
Workhorses you got.
I have a 62 at home that I love. Like I have a 61 that's all straight, and I have a 62 that's a total beater that has, like I've put a Duncan in it. I've refretted it, done everything. It's got a headstock break. I was going to bring that, but I'm still a bit paranoid about flying with it. So I think for US shows that will be the number one.
Yeah.
And then while we're here, the old 70s guy gets a go. So.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you don't mind, I'm going to put in the link in the description box, Lee's Instagram page, because it's just guitar porn.
Yeah,
it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, these two guitars tonight, is one a backup or is it for different tunes?
Yeah,
or
it's
how you rocking them?
main backup. This so far has not come out, so hopefully it won't come out. Not that I don't want it to come out, but
of course,
I just don't want to break a string. We used to switch guitars, but it's just easy now to get through a set. We could do it in one guitar because we only have two tunings. It's up and down. We're half step down, top is drop down, and then for like 3 songs maybe in the set, 2 songs in the set, it's back up to E. So I just kind of tune it on the spot, because by the time I've done, rather than like, right, let me go get the other guitar, bring the other guitar, plug it in, plug the wireless in.
It's fine if you play in an arena and you've got a tech.
Yeah,
but
if a man can throw it to me, then I'm there for it.
Of course.
But, yeah, it's just easier for us to tune. Me and Jaxon both just did. Steve's doing it too. We're just like, fuck it, it's just easier to do.
Rock and roll.
So we
Old school.
We all brought 2 guitars with us. We always have to travel with 2 because stuff breaks, but...
Touch wood.
Everything's
good.
fine, yeah.
Touch really nice wood. Last thing with the guitars, mate, before we go on the pedal board. Strings and stuff. What strings are you rocking? What gauge and brand?
I've been with Ernie Ball a lot. Jackson's big Ernie Ball guy. What are mine? Mine are the 52 to 10 sets, the heavy top, skinny bottom. That's what they're called, the orange packet. I use those. Picks are... Oh, they're up there. They're quite comical, actually. Do you know Apple and Onion?
Yeah.
So I have Apple, and then just the name. These are In Tune. We all use.
Good guys at In Tune, yeah.
Yeah, they're great picks. And I need that textured kind of one, like the Dunlops were. So it's kind of one of those, really. And they basically just put whatever they want on them. Just like, can I have this? Have some like
have some fun,
King of the Hill ones and stuff. So yeah, they're good. They're great picks. They don't break, which is nice.
Yeah. So these are the guitars. Let's nuzzle down the signal chain. I can see wireless.
Yes.
On the straps.
Wireless. So yeah, for this, we've been on these for a while now. It's just the Shaw, the pedal pack ones. I don't know the name.
GLX G16.
Yeah. There you go, nice. I had one of the older ones, and when we flew to England last year, TSA stole, there's like a box that's in an Enki case,
right,
where you keep your straps. They stole the whole box. So I lost both wireless packs, straps, everything.
Was that because of the batteries in there or something, or were they just being cheeky?
I think it was because of the batteries at first, and then they just took the entire box, and it had like spares, and it had in-ears, all that kind of stuff. So they took all that. So then I had to get back and buy the newer version, which is actually way better because it has the tuner in thing, which makes it easier, so I don't have to tour with a wireless and a tuner. So if the wireless eats shit, I can still tune.
Of course, So
So
let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Just jumping in quickly, in between all the amazing gear, to let you know that you can sound just as awesome as Lowlives, thanks to today's video sponsor, Andertons. Surely, if you're watching this, you know of Andertons. It's the best place to buy music gear on the entire planet, and I mean that as well because they ship worldwide. So if you want a Les Paul Custom, or an SG like Lee, or a Music Man guitar like Jaxon, or a bass like Steve's, or a Marshall Silver Jubilee or JCM 800, you know where to go. The place where we all go for awesome music gear, Andertons. I'll put some links in the description box down below so you can get exactly the same gear that Lowlives use from Andertons. Besides, of course, some of Lee's more specific vintage Gibsons. However, in saying that, Andertons do have a killer second-hand selection, and I've definitely seen some vintage gear float around that in the past. So I'll link their second-hand page down there as well. But yeah, you'll find all the awesome gear that we talk about in this video just down there. As well as links to some of my top picks. If you want to rock this setup, but for a bit cheaper, you'll find the guitars, the pedals, and the amps that I recommend to get that mighty Lowlives tone. Huge thank you again to Andertons for sponsoring today's video. Right, let's go check out Lee's pedalboard. So yep, obviously tuner first.
Yep, tuner, wireless first, sure. I don't know why it's flashing right now, that's not good. And then I have one of the Sun Earthquaker pedals.
An insane pedal.
Dude, they're the best.
It's insane.
I've always been like a rat guy for making noise, like a lot of Burn Forever as a rat.
Yeah.
This is kind of just all the rats in one, but it also has like the boost thing, which I actually use as an under boost. So
clean it up a bit.
To have like a middle channel. So it's like
nice.
Clean channel, that's my middle channel when the distortion channel is on, and then when it's off, it's like full blast.
Yeah.
So it's kind of handy to like under boost it. I had to get one of those piece potty things.
Oh, the little to stop it from moving.
To stop it, because for a couple tours it was just boosh, and it's really hard to also set it in the exact right spot. So I got that, and then that's like the octave sound. Don't use it.
Cool to have though.
Yeah, cool to have.
At the end of a song kind of thing, if you want to like just make some noise, it's nice to have little octavey bits.
It's cool for, I've had to actually turn the knob off because I fat foot everything. So luckily if you press it and the knob is off, it doesn't do anything. So I think I might want to get home and get the version 2 that only has the 2 buttons just to stop fat-footed stuff occurring. So yeah, and then they're into TC Electronics, the classic.
I've just got one of them.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah,
I used to have one of the original ones, but it was one of those things of like the extra power cable all the time, and it's like, fuck, like. And then when they did the re-release anniversary thing, it was like, oh, it has a 9-volt adapter. That's way better.
A lot of people who use them have them on all the time. Are you a chorus guy for just when it...
No, it's just like for certain parts, but we do use a lot of choruses. It's that 90s sound, I guess.
Yeah, of course, man.
We were actually always a small clone band.
Yeah.
But then I found
that fits your kind of style.
Yeah, exactly. So I found this, and it was just a slightly more twiggable, because sometimes you don't want the blend of the small clone. It's just like it's on, whereas this you can kind of blend it with the, regular signal a bit. It's also handy because it's got the two outputs, because I use the Zool for the key input thing. It's nice to have that extra output that goes to the noise gate. So, yeah, after the chorus, this is the one that most people are like, really, that's what you use? I use the Meshuggah 33.
Yeah, the 14.
The 14 guys are really, they've been really good to us. So I've tried every boost pedal under the sun. And for some reason, that into a Jubilee is like the magic sound. Maybe because it's kind of a dark
as well.
amp.
Like, Meshuggah are famously Marshall.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it works a treat.
It just works. And it's one knob. I've had to I put like a weird rubber thing under it to stop this from moving, because I was again booting it and then it was just too much or too little. So 2 o'clock is the sweet spot that everyone seems to have.
Amazing.
But yeah, it's really strange because they hear our music and you're like, really, that's the pedal? You're like, that's the pedal.
So what is the Zool? I've never seen a Zool before.
So Zool is their noise gate.
Just a noise gate?
It's the best noise gate of all time. I was always NS2 for years.
Yeah.
But the NS2, there's still a sound. Like, it still makes...
It colours it a little bit.
Yeah, it colours it slightly. This is zero colouring, but it has this extra input thing on the side, the key input. So it's like... Because...
You mentioned that before, and I don't actually know what that is.
Yeah, so basically, because it runs through... What I should do is not really have these in the signal first, but I can basically run the clean, like a channel out of here, without it going through the delays, and you run that in. So it's, imagine if you stop playing it, it basically knows what you're playing on the guitar. It pays attention to that. So if you're on a clean channel and you play a ringing note, it knows that it's doing it without it going trying to cut it. So that's really good for that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just kind of the best one. Some of these pedals started because I was trying to make a blackboard. I was a bit of a poser.
Right.
Trying to make a blackboard. But now I think I've actually worked out that I wouldn't change any of these for anything else now. So it's
doing the
kind
job.
of good. Yeah. That's literally why I got the Zool. Because NS2 was always king. And it was black. But now it's actually, I've realised it's 100 times better than the NS2.
Amazing.
So the next one is the super geeky one.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is, man.
So Luke had the same thing as a kid. There's this live video of Smashing Pumpkins in like 94, 95. There's like this little bit, and I went through like Reddit threads, like forums of other people being like, what is the sound that he does in verse 2 of Soma? It's this weird, like, I don't even know what, it's like a weird band delay kind of thing. And you can see in the videos, he has his tech turn around and press a button. He like nods at the tech to like, now do it. And he presses it, and it's on like 3 or 4 Pumpkin songs just for that. Like, oh, dude, it's the best pedal. So
what is it then? Is it a delay? Is it a drive? Is it a...
It's a delay.
Right.
So...
when you mentioned Pumpkins, I thought it would be like an op-amp fuzz or something,
No, it's nothing like that. It's like a weird delay.
Because it's just got a goat on it.
It's just got, the designer's goat man on it. Yeah, that would make sense as being a muff then, wouldn't it? But no, his name is Mark. He runs MSL. So the original Billy Corgan uses is an Eventide 3000 rack mount thing. And they're so expensive. I was like, I'm not buying that for one tiny thing. I don't even use this in our set. It's
black and it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's just like every sound check fucking around with it.
Nice.
So one side, I got him to make it with, one side is like that effect. It's called a Daydream. That was kind of what the effect was.
The preset on the even side.
Yeah, and I think there was a company called Bug Effects, and they named theirs Daydream. So there's that. And then I asked him if he would make it with a phaser on it as well, because when he did that effect, it was with a phaser. Luke has one of those as well, pink one, which looks rad.
Yeah.
The next one is the only I guess it's kind of analog through, so it's acceptable.
Yeah. When you were saying before, it is the most modern kind of...
It's definitely the most modern thing in my rig.
On your board, but it does say drugs on it currently.
It does say
so that kind of rock and rolls it up a little bit.
Drugs. And again, I don't really use it too much in this set. I use it as like a freeze setting. I use like a cathedral setting, which is like just like a freeze pedal, so just for noise, basically. So tuning, if we need to tune, I can just turn that on, make horrible noise, tune, and it's done. So yeah.
It is an amazing pedal, like the Timeline. Anyone that hasn't tried like Strymon Timelines or the Big Sky or whatever, for how fancy and modern they are, the tones are great.
That's the best.
Really good.
Like everything, you can get sounds like weird, Foo Fighters do, like just every sound imaginable on one pedal, so I'm kind of stoked with it. And I brought the black one, and it was the biggest waste of money ever because the other one was slate. So, and then when I got them next to each other, I was like, this looks exactly the same. This was the biggest waste of money, but yeah, it's cool, man.
That's awesome, man.
Pedal.
So it's a very kind of simple board, but it does a lot.
Yeah, it's everything I need.
With overdrives and stuff, though, how much are you utilising the board as opposed to what we're going to talk about now?
Main tone is the Marshall at all times. It's always just a boosted Marshall.
Right, okay,
and then
cool.
I would just use the Rat to make noise and stuff.
Yeah, when the time's right.
Yeah, basically.
Nice one. So
it's all amp distortion.
So let's check out your lovely amps. So this is quite a formidable setup you've got right now.
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
I mean, it's kind of simple, though. I just have this as my main. This is the backup.
I say formidable because, like I said earlier, every time I do this kind of stuff, it's either a Kemper or a Axe Effect. So it's formidable in the sense that you rock up and there's a straight Marshall cab, a Jubilee, and a 900. That's formidable these days.
Yeah, I guess so. That's the baller move nowadays. But yeah, it's what's always worked for this band. Our band are very proud to be a very analog band. We're not scared to lug this big bastard up steps all the time. Everything hurts on us, but it's worth it to us. I think a band like us, if we use digital, it just wouldn't be good. Like it's just not us.
Of course, it's very much in the vibe and ethos of the band. But with that as well, you're proud Marshall users. You've always been Marshall guys.
Always been Marshall. They look after us really, really well. On this tour, this is my Jubilee that lives over here. And then they lent me this and the cab. The cab is just V30, just a standard 60B cab. We've kind of, me and Jaxon have always preferred B cabs.
They look cool.
They look cooler, and I kind of like the sound of them more. The angles hit me in the back of the head too much, and we have to play extremely loud to keep up with Luke on drummer. So if I have it pointed at my head, it's even too much.
Straight to the back of the mic as well.
Yeah, exactly. So this is main. I use the clean and the dirty, like the dirty is on 90% of the time and use clean for certain bits. That's why I've kind of always been with the Jubilee for a couple of years.
I have dual channel.
Yeah, I need the 2 channels. Like, I wish I could be an 800 with a coily cable in the front, but I can't be that guy. As much as I wish I was that guy.
So again, with more guitar nerd stuff, is it modded at all? Because I know you're keen on modding stuff. And
yeah, my super leads and stuff I have at home are all modded. I have like a Friedman modded one, a Soldano modded one that I just sold, unfortunately. Yeah, I've always modded amps, and it wasn't like I tried every other Marshall under the sun, and then I was like, someone was like, "Have you tried the Jubilee?" And I tried the Jubilee, and I was like, "God damn it!" I mean, it's kind of been modding all my amps to sound
famously
like.
a mod of 800,
See, I don't know. This one has a bit of, I don't know what Marshall did to it, but it's super hot sounding. Like there's loads of gain.
Oh, and you've got it running pretty hot as well.
Yeah, reasonably. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, and we're halfway right now with everything else on full. Not the
and
gain.
the front of the stage is there, so that's going to be excellent.
It's loud. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of, I don't know what it is about this one. After the last couple of tours in England, this was my loaner amp. And then I begged Joe at Marshall, like, can I buy it? So he sold it to me.
Jubilee.
Yeah. And it's got some weird stuff in the back of it where it looks like it's been tinkled with. So I don't really know what they've done to it.
Even if it hasn't, as a guitar player, if you see that in your head, it's been tinkled with, and then it's like, that means it's great.
Exactly.
Even though it might just be a sticker, it's like,
So yeah, that's really cool. That's been here for a couple of years now in England. This was really good. I asked Joel if we could get it for this tour because we had this a few tours ago. It's just a stock. You'd think it's a stock 900, but it was actually made for Spinal Tap shows that they did a few years ago, like an anniversary show. So if you look at the knobs, they go from 0 to infinity rather than 11. They go from 0 to infinity.
What's higher than 11?
Yeah, exactly. Infinity, man. So and then on the back it has like a Spinal Tap emblem and stuff that's like made for the anniversary. So. But weirdly, again, we asked for it, one, because it was kind of cool with that story, but it also is the best 900 we've rented from them.
Nice.
So it sounds fucking amazing.
Excellent.
But I don't run it as 2. I would like to run it as 2 into 1, but at the moment it's just, we've only got 3 heads with us, so this is kind of mine and Jackson's backup.
Okay.
So if anything hits the fan, he'll be running over to this side of the stage.
Kind of makes you want to break your 800 or your Jubilee just to get to play through the Spinal Tap 900.
So yeah, it's cool. But yeah, at the moment it's not being utilised to its
Not yet. Well, hopefully it doesn't get utilised.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Hopefully everything runs smooth.
But we'll see.
Nice one. Well, Lee, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That was incredible. I can't wait for the show.
Thank you.
Cheers, dude.
Can't wait, man.
Jaxon, soundcheck was absolutely awesome. It's a pleasure to meet you and check out these stunning guitars. But first off, how's the tour been so far? And,
Good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been great. You know, we've had just a couple of shows so far, but a lot of people have shown up. A lot of people are stoked. We had a couple that came all the way from Ireland to come see us last night, so that was really rad.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Almost as awesome as a sparkly Stingray. Would you mind talking me through this awesome guitar?
No, absolutely. I mean, I literally just got this like 2-3 days before this tour.
Right.
This is like my first like real. I've been with Music Man for like 12, 13 years now, I want to say. But this is like my first like real custom to my spec kind of guitars.
Yeah.
It's got the one pickup. I prefer that configuration.
Sorry, this is from Music Man like this. You haven't modded a Stingray like to have one pickup, or this is like from them.
This is from them from the factory. My other one is modded like from me. I did it, but this one they made specifically for how I like it.
I was going to say, the last person I spoke to was Frank Airo on the LS June year, and he was playing a Stingray that was modded. I was like, the next person I talked to was also got a modded Stingray, but no, it's if it's from the factory, that's awesome.
No, absolutely. And a funny story about Frankie Airo, the whole reason why I love this finish, this is called the Brulee Burst, and I had gone down to the Music Man showroom, because my artist rep Tim, shout out Tim Dove, he's the best, he had shown me a Brulee Burst Stingray HT, which is what this is based off of. And I was so stoked on it. I took like a few days and I was like, man, do I want to get it? It sounded so good and I was so stoked on it. And right whenever I decided, you know what, I'm going to grab it, I went on Instagram and the first post I see is from Frankie Airo and he's like in the showroom and he's like, Tim showed me this Brulee Burst Stingray and I had to buy it on site. I was like, no!
That's the worst.
But yeah, so this is what that's based off of.
Yeah, it's like got your own specially made one, so if anything, that's more special.
Yeah, right? I know. And it's all sparkly and finished on the back, so it's really cool. I love this guitar.
Besides the config, is there anything else set up for you? Like, did you choose the neck profile specifically, or is it just like a standard Stingray
Honestly, it's pretty much standard Stingray HT is what it's based off of. It has the ebony board with the block inlays, which was a specification. The main thing for me was having the two-piece bridge. Before I was with Music Man, I was pretty much a Les Paul guy, so this is like my preferred configuration, and they didn't used to make them with the two-piece, so...
yeah, that's slammed as well, that... Yeah, to get the angle and stuff, it's got to be pretty intense.
Yeah, for real. But that was pretty much my big thing, was having that, the single pickup, which this is a Mojo Tone Hellbender.
Oh, nice.
The Bill Kelleher model, which is like 19K. It's pretty hot.
It's a hot
But usually I'm more of like a vintage style PAF pickup kind of guy. But I've really been digging these lately. They're pretty rad going through the 800.
Yeah, hell yeah. Is that a kill switch up top as well?
No, we talked about it. We talked about doing a kill switch, but you know, they're machine made, so these holes are just going to be there for the switch anyway. So they just plugged it for me.
Oh, nice, man. Cool.
There might be one there in the future.
One day, yeah. Or like a Ace Frehley like smoke starts coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love the juxtaposition between you and Lee. He's got like Silverburst and the 70s SGs, and you're rocking one of the most modern kind of, in many aspects, modern guitars on the planet.
Right.
It's quite cool to see.
That's the thing is, between the two of us, you know, he covers like the more vintage, older gear era, and I'm usually more modern. Not even, you know, out of choice, more out of necessity. But it's still, you know, I love Music Man. I've been working for them for a long time, and they're a great company, and they take really good care of me, even though I'm not like John Petrucci or anything. So.
Yeah, great bunch of guys. So that's number one.
Yes.
Can we check out number two as well?
Number two is basically what I made, or what I had them make this one to be modeled off of. This one was originally a Tobacco Burst Stingray 2 pickup, and during COVID I had needed a project, so I sanded it down and painted it black because you know, I'm more of a black guitar kind of guy.
You're either a black stripped back guitar guy or a sparkly.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no in between.
There's no in between. I'm either super bougie or super laid back. But yeah, you can see it. It's not like I painted it great or anything. I was like literally spray paint from Home Depot. But
well, you guys play hard, so even if it was sprayed great, give it a few shows and it's back down to bare wood.
Exactly. Yeah. But you know, roasted maple neck.
The neck's amazing.
Oh yeah.
I love Music Man roasted necks. They're just so caramelly and.
They really are. I mean, they've got some of the best neck profiles in the world. I really am. I'm so lucky to get to work with them. They're, like I said, I don't deserve it, but I have it anyway. But yeah, I love this guitar. This has always got a soft spot in my heart because you know, it's my first one. But
yeah.
That
Why is
guy's-
in that? What's in that guy?
Oh, this is the Hellbender as well.
Oh, the Hellbender?
Yeah.
Nice.
This one is the first one I got from them. I've just started working with Mojo Tone like over the last month, and
Are you a like Mastodon fan, or was it just kind of?
oh yeah,
you like,
yeah, absolutely. I love Mastodon. So I was always really intrigued to try these out, but you know I've never really gotten my hand on any of the you know LTD models that he has, and so I ordered some and tried it out, and I was like, oh man, I've got to put these in all my guitars. So
Fire breathing pickup, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I reached out to them, and they were really cool. They were like, hey, we'll send you some, you know, if you want to work together. I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I'm using those pretty much in all my guitars right now. So
Amazing. Is it the same kind of chat with Lee? Number one, this is number two in case something goes wrong, or do you switch during the set for different tunings as well, or?
pretty much it's just an issue thing. You know, if number one goes down, I have this guy to fall back on. We only play in, we're drop C sharp and E flat standard, so and we only have like 1 or 2 songs in the set that are tuned back
So
up.
just straight up, just do
Exactly.
on the fly.
We usually build it into the transition between songs. You know, either I'm making noise while Lee tunes up and then we switch, or the other way around.
Kind of band it is though, if like the noise between the songs is part of the show. Like that whole kind of thing is part of the show.
Yeah, we try to make it entertaining, even if it's functional.
Strings and picks, I'm guessing string-wise, any ball?
Yeah. How did you know? That's amazing. I know. I use the skinny top burly bottoms, I think it is.
Okay.
They're 5410s.
54 cents.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They are thick, but you know what? They sound chunky and big, which, you know, I really enjoy. It hurts my fingers a little sometimes, but it's worth it. The pain is worth it. But,
Pick-wise as well?
Pick-wise, I have these little custom ones that I got from Intune pickups that I made. I wanted to do like a little tribute to like the 90s X-Men TV show that I love so much. And so I did a little X-Men logo on there with Jax, because that's what everyone in the band calls me for some reason.
Nice. So they're like a Jazz 3 XLE kind of.
Yeah, it's
Intune's version of that.
like a flow, like a Dunlop flow.
Nice.
That's kind of what I base it off of, because I really enjoy that shape. It's kind of like a Jazz 3. Whenever I joined the band, I was using Jazz 3s, and the one criticism that they had for me was that my playing was a little too clean, and I was like, oh yeah. And so my thought process was, if I get a bigger pick that's in the kind of the same shape, it would still feel comfortable, but it might loosen me up a little bit, and it sure did. So that's what I played ever since.
Nice one. So with the guitars, like I say, it's on the more modern side compared to Lee's. But the rest of the rig isn't modern. It's not as if you're rocking Axe effects for camp or anything.
Yeah.
You're a pedalboard into a Marshall guy, so let's talk about your pedalboard next.
Absolutely.
So this is the board, and I feel like we're stood around it like the shopping channel. For only $9.95. So what's your board, mate? It's a nice mix of modern and old school.
Yes. So basically, the main brains of my pedal board is the HXFX. You know, I'm pretty jealous of Lee because he doesn't have that many sounds he has to achieve during the set. You know, he's got like distorted, clean, and then like chorus. You know, I've got like all sorts of different reverbs I have to do, different fuzzes that I have to achieve, and so just out of necessity, the HXFX kind of does everything that I want it to. I can make presets for each and every song in the set, arrange them that way, and then go song by song.
Yeah.
So it makes everything a lot easier on me. You know,
Instead of having to cart around a massive pedalboard like overseas, that's...
Exactly, especially since we fly over here for most of our shows, it just makes more sense to have something smaller, compact, that can achieve all of those sounds that I need. But from here, I'm controlling 2 pedals in the effects loop, and that's these 2 guys. Nice. You know, well, obviously the amps are on stage, but I have a JCM 800 that I'm pretty much treating like a 3-channel amp. So I have the 10-band EQ, and it's got the gain pulled all the way down.
Nice.
So whenever I engage that, it brings it down to like a clean sound.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
the same as like rolling the volume down on your guitar.
Exactly. Much. Yeah. So I have that, engaging it for clean. So with both of these disengaged, it's just the standard JCM 800. So that's like my kind of crunchy sound.
Yeah.
And then with this on, it's the clean. With this on, it's like a high gain, more metal kind of sound, which is the super badass dynamic overdrive from MXR. It's basically their version of the OCD. I've only been using it for, I want to say, a couple of months. I had the OD2, OD1, the super overdrive.
The Boss thing.
Yeah. I had that one in that position for a while, and I've only started using this recently. But I'm really enjoying it. It does sound really nice.
And it's so smart as well, running it in the loops within the HXFX. So you can set that as like snapshots and stuff and just have as many pedals on and off as you want.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what makes it such a useful rig for me, you know, is being able to just control all of that at once rather than But then I have the Ernie Ball volume pedal that's also a tuner whenever you have it all the way down. Of course, you know, Music Man, Ernie Ball, once again, they treat me really well. Love their stuff. And then I have the Jerry Cantrell wah.
Any specific reason why the Cantrell wah? Or?
Honestly, out of all the wahs that I've tried, it's the only one that has the specific kind of EQ range that I prefer. I'm a big Jerry Cantrell fan, a big Alice in Chains guy, so, you know, that's the wah sound that I hear in my head, so it just makes sense for me. I did have to mod it a little bit because I have a hard case for this thing, and it barely fits in, so I had to take the little knob that they have on the side off.
Oh,
I just set it to where I liked it, and then I put it on the inside and pushed it in there. So, but other than that, it's stock, and you know, it does exactly what I need it to do. You know, it's a great pedal board. It's small, but it's a lot packed into a small package.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt.
This is what Lee and I call the most boring but necessary purchase that we've ever made. This is the Chalks DC7. Before we had to bring power transformers so that we could make our pedal boards work in England, and this guy just automatically knows whenever you're using English power or American power. So I can plug it in wherever we go, and it immediately works. And a pretty boring purchase, but a necessary one.
What's that on the right, just to power the HX?
Yes, the HX effects, because it has a little bit more power than the standard DC7 can do, so they have this little extension guy that allows it to juice it up,
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Simple board, like I say, it does a lot, but it goes into an amp, which does one sound, but one of the best sounds in the history of rock and roll. Have you always been an 800 guy, or what was your story with that?
Yeah, so I've always, my first amp was a Marshall. I had the MG 100 effects, the solid state guy. Oh yeah,
I had a valve state. It was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're awesome. I actually found in my hometown in Texas, a buddy of mine actually found it and has it, and he's gonna give it back.
What, V amp?
Yeah.
Okay,
my
that's
original amp.
awesome,
Yeah, I thought it was lost, but so yeah, I've been using Marshall for a long time. In my old band back in the day, I was using Mesas, and you know, I could never get that sound in my head. I've been a Green Day dude since, you know, a child. You know, Green Day was always like the sound in my head that I wanted to achieve. And so when I started playing Marshalls, I was like, hey, there it is.
Yeah, that's the
sound.
Yeah.
So I was using 900s for a long time. I still have a few. I love the 900s. They're one of my favorite heads. They get a lot of hate. I don't understand it. But the 800, I had just recently got an 800 from Joel at Marshall, who one of the best dudes around.
Awesome guy, Joel.
Yeah. He gets us amps and stuff whenever we're down here, and he's one of the coolest dudes. And I had hit him up like, hey, could I get an 800? You know, it's like the classic Marshall sound, and I've never really had one of my own. And I got it home, and immediately I was like, oh, this has got to be my main amp.
Yeah.
And I got in like the red Tolex too, because I was just
nice. Green Day thing again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I have a red one at home, and I've got the black one out there that I'm using. But the 800 is just it's one of those. I've always found that a single channel amp sounds so much better, just because it's
of course.
You know, the more stuff in between your guitar and the sound that's coming out of your speaker, I feel like it'll not that, you know, multi-channel amps sound bad. It's just I feel like there's a certain purity to a single channel amp.
Well, you find that as well with single pickup guitars.
Yes.
One pickup. People do like to kick off about this. One pickup does sound better than two pickups.
Absolutely.
And single channel amps sound better than that's how it works, man.
Less is more, man. That's
Less
my
is
motto.
more.
But yeah, you know, I like it simple. I like it straight to the point. So one pickup, one channel, and I can do so much with just that setup. You know, and so to me, that's ideal. You know, being able to have a single channel amp that can do multiple sounds and do everything that I need it to. A guitar that has one pickup that can, you know, I've never really used a neck pickup for anything, so I'm like, I don't really need
Simply
it.
tone control, one volume on these guys is all you need.
Jerry Cantrell didn't need it. Why do I?
Of course. So how do you have your 800 set up? Is it running quite hot, or do you let the pedals do some of the work? Or
I am running it dimed, so
yeah, because the sound guy before was like, "Can you turn it down, please?" And you're like, "Fine."
Literally, I was on one, like, and he was like, "You got to turn down, man." I was like, "I'm sorry, it's the amp," you know.
So the gain's dimed.
The gain is dimed. Pretty much, even at that, it's still more like a AC/DC type of crunch sound.
People are often surprised when they plug into an 800 that it's not Kerry King or it's not like the 800 classic sound. Like you need a bit of boost to get that.
Exactly.
It's the AC/DC Zeppelin thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They hear it on the records that 800s have famously been on millions of records, and they're like, why doesn't it sound like that out of the box? And which is one of the reasons why I want to get my hands on one of those modified ones, Joel. But it's an amazing amp that needs a little bit of a push to get to the kind of gain that LOWLIVES uses. Yeah. But that's just kind of the game.
Yeah, and they just lap up pedals really well, though.
Exactly.
Like, they encourage the use of overdrives to give you that specific tone.
Mm-hmm. And if it had more gain, I wouldn't be able to run it the way that I do. I wouldn't be able to take it down to a clean channel with the EQ and boost it with the OD to get like a 3-channel simulation. Yeah. So it's perfect, honestly, for the way that I use it.
Yeah, so you have the same opinion as everyone else who uses an 800. It is the perfect amp. I don't know what you use it for.
It might be boring, but you know what? It is a staple for a reason. Everyone uses 800s because they sound amazing.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. Have a kick-ass show. I can't wait. And thanks for showcasing all your lovely goodies. Cheers,
appreciate you.
Steve, thanks for joining us, mate. Can I just say, sorry, interrupting you there. I'm just so blown away. Sound check. The best bass tone I've heard in years. Louis, camera guy as well, is an actual real-life bass player. I'm just a menial guitar player. His face when he started playing was just, it was stunning, mate.
I mean, what a compliment that is. Just thank you.
I just had to get it out of the way at the start. How's the tour going, and how are you?
It's been amazing so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we're always just happy to be here. With we were on tour in Europe when COVID was happening, and for us, will we get to tour again? Will we not be able to tour again? What's life going to be like? Mm-hmm. So being here after all of that to still come out and rock these shows.
Yeah, with a new album as well. Well, newish digital deluxe version. But yeah, the album freaking out was absolutely awesome.
Thank you so much. Fan. Yeah, what a compliment from you guys.
It's awesome, man. Speaking of awesome, this is something special.
It is.
Would you mind talking me through this gorgeous Fender bass?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is 1966 Journeyman. So it was one of the only years that they did black headstock with the blocks. They did do it in the 70s where it was natural, but I always had this vision of an all blacked out with the white blocks.
Yeah.
And it came from Guitar Center Hollywood. Someone built it and then left it. And I just happened to come along and be able to get it. It's pretty interesting. This is a year where they didn't invert the rest of the information on there.
You can see the kind of half the decal, and it's
the
just
decal's there, but and then also the lollipop tuning pegs.
Are they reverse tuning pegs as well, or like regular?
No, they're regular.
The regular ones.
Yeah. And then
this body, man, this is something special.
Yeah, so it's the nitro finish, so it comes off really easily.
Yeah, thin nitro as well.
Yeah, so this is from my past band called Once Nothing. I always played fingerstyle, so this is literally my ring finger just wearing away at that. And then this is just, I don't know, letting go and not caring for 25 to an hour.
It's proper Relican as well, though. Like we were saying before, sound check and stuff. When you see Relic guitars and basses, they're always Relic in a very beautiful, deliberate way. When you see a bass or guitar that's actually been played hard, the Relic work is unique to every single bass, you know what I mean? So like, you wouldn't see this kind of Relic on a custom shop to buy. It'd be more ornate than this. So this is a proper played-in bass.
And I wish that it would relic in that cool area down here, but I never play there.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to wear it like up here, and I just don't. And I changed out the bridge for a high mass bridge.
Okay.
It increases the sustain, but
is it a Fender bridge or is it?
No, it's an aftermarket. I'm not even sure. I got it off. I was looking for something that was black and really high mass. I think it's a Gotha, G-O-T-O-H.
Oh, Goto. Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I love the theme of this band is like dark, like Lee with his dark pedalboard, Silverburst and stuff. And you got Jax with a sparkly music band.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't fit, but it fits so well with the kind of vibe of the band. It's great.
I think for all of us, it's us just being who we are, and those experiences matching each other however they do.
Yeah.
We all used to play, I mean, obviously the Defiled was a metal band.
Yeah.
Luke's been in metal bands. I've been all over the board with what I've played with, but I always come back to heavy music because that's how that's how I identify bass playing.
Yeah, and you can tell by the look of your bass you like heavy music as well. Yeah. So back to the bass, is it stock? Like, is it the Journeyman pickups and stuff? Or have you changed anything? Or?
Yeah. I haven't. So on this, I haven't changed anything but the bridge. I kind of usually will at least change out the bridge, and then some of my other Fenders have like a A hook that takes the A string down, so that I forget what it's called. It's like an A string tension, and it's a nut. But this one you can't do it with. But I haven't had those problems with this bass because it's amazing.
Nice. So I'm guessing the same as the rest of the guys. This is number one all night in case unless something goes wrong.
Yes, 100%.
Can we have a little look at bass B just out of curiosity? Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a bit of a change. PJ, what's this guy all about?
So this is actually only a P bass.
Okay.
I had considered doing this with that bass, and I decided not to because those pickups sound so good.
Nice.
But this is a Fender made in Mexico 70s. So this is actually the next historical time that they did do this. But yeah, this is just for show now. I don't like when they just leave the pickup out, but same deal, changed out to the high mass bridge.
Yeah.
It increases the sustain for days.
Yeah.
And it helps keep things in tune because when I'm slamming as hard as I can,
Of course.
it gets a little...
And you guys play hard.
Why else,
Of course.
Why bother?
Sorry.
For us, why bother, you know?
Exactly. It comes across massive on albums, and live it's just, like I was saying, that sound is just all-encompassing. It's awesome. But to get that kind of tone, I'm guessing you might use heavy strings as well? Because those guys use thick-ass strings?
Yeah, I always played a 104 or 105s for years, and then when we were in the studio tracking this, I'm actually a fingers player first, and so I didn't pick up a pick until much later in life, and so I didn't grow up with that sort of hand control. So then when I'm slamming, when we play live, I tune a little bit flat, so that when I play hard, then it'll go sharp, and then it'll be perfectly in tune for how heavy I play.
The only time I've ever heard someone do that is Eddie Van Halen in the 90s.
Oh, really?
He used to tune the guitars ever slightly flat, so when he hit them, they were sharper. That's the only time I've heard anyone do that. I know it's probably a common thing, but that's really cool.
When I was in the Ataris, we used to do that just a little bit.
Yeah.
When we would always check to the first fret.
Yeah. That's badass.
But so this is a 125, so this is a pretty hefty B string.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just standard, like 85, 65, 45.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, a great brace of basses there, mate. Let's move on over to your pedal board. So, Steve, simple board, but it does a lot. Would you mind talking us through the signal chain?
Yeah, so coming through the wireless, or I can go straight into this. This is a Ernie Ball volume pedal, but it's been modded by this company. I'm not sure if they still exist. They were called This One's Mine.
Okay.
And it's got a light inside. It's got a boost.
I love the cat to tiger.
I know.
Well.
There's
That's
a
awesome.
fun little piece of our lore. When I met my wife, she had a couple cats. And we had a cat named Igby, and it did not, it couldn't meow. It was like a squeak. And then Sven was the loudest cat I've ever met in my life. And
So you've got Igby to Sven.
Igby to Sven, yeah. So the tiger to the house cat.
That's really cool, man. It's really cool.
So that goes into the God City. It's a...
I've never seen one of them before.
It's an optical compressor.
Okay.
So that stays on all the time. And then I go into the Strymon Blue Sky, which is my favorite pedal ever.
Yeah.
Especially for not... So I have two uses for it. One I don't ever use in this band, but a little bit of reverb on everything is just like, especially on bass, it's like a little bit of that extra...
Secret seasoning on top.
Exactly, but the way I use this is when you go full spring and full shimmer, and then you go all the way wet, what it does is it takes the high end of what would just be the reverb, so it's fully wet, so just the reverb, and you leave the decay on as long as you can. And so when you put this, and then... Well,
so everything's dimed there, so that's obviously dimed for that specific effect, but is the rest of it dimed just for your ear, or...?
No. So this is specifically for effect. So this will go on and off during the set.
Okay.
I'll talk about this real quick, and then I'll come back because it'll make more sense. So this is the Sunset. So I keep the JFET version on this on all the time. I think it's like that little bit of extra magic. We looked at it in a signal chain when we were in the studio. I was like, it's not really doing too much, but I notice when it's off.
Yeah. It does more for you than it does the sound. Like on your fingers, you think?
If you're looking at it on a digital board and you're looking at the waveform, it's not that much different.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something, it definitely is doing something.
Us musicians are complex folk, and like that's the difference.
I mean, this is the magic for me, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So this is a second channel, and this is the full distortion channel. So when we do like a part in Swan Dive where we kick on the distortion, this takes the place of that. So what you can do is you turn this on, so that is just the reverb effect. You put this behind it, it turns into that real Godspeed You Black Emperor-y, like horrible shimmering feedback noise that kind of, it goes up and then it goes down. And so what I'll do is I'll freeze that and then do a bit of tap dancing, turn the overdrive off, and I can hold that horrible feedback until we're ready to move on.
I was saying to Jaxon Lee as well, that's part of the show. Like the bits in between the songs, stuff like that is what you come to a Low Live show for. The whole kind of
the
start
horrible
finish,
feedback. And
it's good though, it gets people going. Like, you know what I mean?
I remember the first time that we ever really nailed that.
Yeah.
And just the energy in the room came up so hard that we all just kind of looked at each other. We're like, oh my God, that's the beginning of our set.
Awesome.
And then this is, standard issue Sans amp, and the Sans amp to Ampeg SVT is like that's the sound of the 90s through I don't know till Kempers and
it's the best bass tone on the planet. Like I was saying before, dude, it's
100%. So this is set pretty standard. I've had this exact setting for years, and it always does me well. So
very nice. So from this. Straight into the SVT, or is there anything else happening on the way?
Straight into the SVT, that's it.
Dude, how long have you been using SVTs for? Has it always been your bass sound? Or?
I had an SVT4, which is that's the solid state version. And we used an SVT2 the first few tours we did here. And so we had a chance to bring our own on a shipping container.
Yeah,
so we
got the Heritage.
Yeah, and the Heritage is amazing. I had a regular SVT, but I think it was made in Vietnam. It was once they started doing that, and I had to replace the tubes, I don't know, 4 times in like 2 years. They just kept burning them out.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of looking to go back to the SVT4, and then they came out with the Heritage line, and I have one here and I have one in America, and they're just the best.
Yeah,
I mean,
so good.
They're fantastic. They sound just huge and like. And I have it's called a Basics. It's 1,000-watt solid state head as a backup because the only issue that I have with those tube heads is that sometimes if you have not great wiring in a place, it'll cause the amp to go into fault mode. The old SVTs, I'm told, from the 70s didn't have that fault mode. And so you could lose half of your tubes and still be, I mean, you'd be damaging your amp, but you could still
work.
You'd make it through the set. But with these ones, they have a fault switch. And so you just never know with tube amps, because I've played many old places which are amazing and have that wonderful charm, but then you get a power surge, and then it sends your amp right in the middle of the set into fault mode, and it'll be blinking red to green, and you're like, oh my God.
But it hasn't happened yet, and it won't happen.
Touch wood.
Or something. There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Nice, man.
And then at home I have an Ampeg V12. That's their new version of the 1200 solid state head.
Are you going to take that on the US too? Or are you gonna
Yeah. So the Basics lives here. The Ampeg, the V12 lives there.
Nice. So. Well, one hell of a setup, dude. Thank you so much for the time. Tonight's going to be absolutely awesome, and pleasure chatting.
What a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Nice. Sick.